Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, home of the Maryland Terrapins. Fans have been eager for this clash coming up in what some affectionately refer to as the Snake Pit. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Syracuse Orange taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for space. It's Hemby. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And they'll down this one at about the 40. A first down for the offense. Hands it off. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC wheel of destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start.
And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Fires to the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
On the ground, it's Allen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that guy.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, it's McCord. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. It's still third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got it and still on his feet. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
From the gun, looking for a man. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
Yeah, that's just a play the quarterback can't make. Fourth down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You've got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Got him downfield. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Pass to 45. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Dropping back, it's McCord. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll leave it with him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point makes it 7-0.
That makes the score. Syracuse 7, Maryland 0.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And the Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Got his man in the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing throw.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They keep attacking through the air. Makes the catch. It's Hemby. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. He'll run it again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Syracuse 7, Maryland 0.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. That's caught. It's Allen. They'll immediately call timeout.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Scanning the field, it's McCord. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Touch pass on the run. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the 1st down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a 1st down.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He lets it fly. He makes a grab. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job. Does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. They're working that left side. And he will score! Touchdown, Orange! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish that.
Just can't turn it over and throw and pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
And what a good job by the pass rush, get into the QB and putting the lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You got to get quarterback hits.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. The inside handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Edwards. Going for the big play. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Terrapins will boot it away to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted.
Oh, picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense would come out and take over at the 44.
So you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Terrapins racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling for the first down.
Terrapins, first down.
A run for the quarterback. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air, it's Edwards. Scrambling away. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Terrapins! Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gets it past the marker. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Brings up second down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking for a man. It's McCord. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Allen. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Syracuse right back at it.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
and you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. On the run, it's Allen. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
At the 47-yard line, it's 3rd down.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Can't get him to the ground. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's McCord. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Maryland! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today, en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Smashes through. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's going up top. And he's got it inside the 25. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Syracuse 21, Maryland 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll run it from the gun. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd down, going up top. A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. and the Terrapins want to crank the tempo.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he...
Intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Syracuse will send out the punt team.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I would played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Makes a connection. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Terrapins! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Bust through behind his pad. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's McCord. Using the quick game. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get your shot.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Syracuse.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. He'll ride his man on the option. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting a run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive,
he's going to let it go. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't.
I don't know why niggas talking like I'm some make-a-wish ass nigga. Llama, that's for you. That's for you, Llama. Let me get in formation real quick, man. The greatest formation in football, man. The greatest. Niggas talking about me like I'm some shit, man.
Their work here is
Dial, you better tell them. You better tell them. Because that O on your record has got to go, brother.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. You know, 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
So that's going to do it.